percussionist real quick. Ready? Sabrina? One, two,
Thank you to the CCHS band under the direction of Mr. Jake Hoover for leading us in. Will everyone please stand for the national anthem performed by CCHS Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Tony Ravinsky. Please be seated. Welcome to the Cornwall Central High School graduation for the class of 2025. Today marks the day as we gather to celebrate the dedication and hard work of our astounding graduates and the sacrifices and resources provided to us by our parents, loved ones, and faculty. I, Senior Class President Isaiah Reynoso, am honored to stand before you as part of this graduating class. Today solidifies an end to a chapter filled with memories, growth, challenges, and unbreakable bonds. Yet as this one closes, another one begins, and I'm truly excited to see what amazing things are in store for our gifted graduating class. It is important to remember that in this new chapter of our lives, we stay true to ourselves and our values. And as the great Aubrey Graham, aka the greatest musician ever, aka Drake, come on, once said, when writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen, and continue to know yourself, know your worth. We've proven what we're capable of, and we're just getting started. Congratulations, class of 2025, and let's make our mark. Please welcome CCHS Principal Mrs. Wilhelm, who will share some welcoming remarks.
Proud parents, friends, family members, and most importantly, the graduates of Cornwall Central High School, class of 2025, good evening and welcome. Before we begin tonight's celebration of our graduates, I'd like to take a moment to recognize several members of our staff who are concluding their careers at Cornwall Central High School. This year, 5 dedicated members of our faculty and staff are retiring. Each of them has contributed decades of service to this district, shaping the school community and supporting students with professionalism, care, and unwavering commitment. Throughout their careers, these individuals have played vital roles in ensuring the success and well-being of our students, whether by keeping them safe, guiding their learning, or offering support and encouragement. They have made a lasting impact on countless students. As they step away from their professional responsibilities, helping to keep this event running smoothly. As your name is called, please approach the stage for your figurative graduation from CCHS. Mr. Matt Cook. Mr. Cook has spent, not only is he a graduate from Cornwall Central High School, but he has also spent 30 years in Cornwall Central High School as a social studies teacher. Miss Julie Moran, our academic intervention services teacher, has spent 35 years at CCHS. Mr. Brian Creedon, one of our coaches and also one of our business teachers, has spent 35 years at CCHS. And Miss Kathy Finnerty, affectionately known as Kathy Security, who is here tonight working, has spent 21 years at CCHS. We thank each of you for your years of service, your commitment to our school community, and the lasting impact you've made. I would like to invite you to cross our stage. Today we gather to celebrate the class of 2025, a remarkable group of students whose achievements over the past 4 years have left a lasting mark on Cornwall Central High School. Individually, you've earned recognition across local, state, and national stages in academics, the arts, athletics, and community service. As a class, your leadership, compassion, and commitment to the values nurtured by your families and our district have helped shape a stronger school community and a brighter future for those who follow. This is a special group of 249 graduating seniors sitting before you who have earned a substantial amount of money in grants, scholarships, and awards towards their higher education. They are simply incredible. I would now like to invite the class of 2025 to rise and give a thunderous round of applause to the people who have stood by your side, supported you along your journey to this day, your parents, guardians, brothers, sisters, grandparents, family members, mentors, friends, teachers, and staff members. At this time, I'd like to recognize those individuals who have committed to serving our country in the military. We know that the freedom we enjoy would not be possible without the bravery and sacrifice of those who answer the call to serve. And we commend our 2025 graduates who have taken up the mantle of this great honor. I will call the name of each graduate who has made this commitment. As I call your name, please rise and remain standing throughout the recognition of all those who will, are currently, or who have served this great nation. Simon Bowen, United States Army, enlisted. Austin Colsant, Norwich University Army ROTC. Daniel Degnan, appointment to the United States Military Academy at West Point. Dylan Maldonado, United States Army Reserves, enlisted. Zachary McCormick, United States Army, enlisted. Saray Stevenson, United States Army, enlisted. Mateo Soto, United States Army, National Guard, enlisted. Please remain standing. I would now like to ask any of our parents, family members, friends, or honored guests in attendance today who have served or who are presently serving in our armed forces to please stand up and receive recognition for your service and dedication to our country. We thank you for your service and hope your example inspires our graduates to lead with purpose and contribute meaningfully to the communities they become a part of. Today we stand at a turning point, the kind of day where excitement and nostalgia blend into one. We look forward with hope and anticipation, but we also take a moment to look back at the journey, the lessons, the laughter, and yes, the inevitable change that comes with rites of passage, closing the door on one chapter and standing on the beginning of the next opportunity. Change is a way of finding us, often when we least expect it and rarely when it's convenient. Change asks something of all of us. It asks us to be flexible when routines shift, patient when plans are disrupted, and open-minded when traditions change. The class of 2025 knows this well. You've lived it, adjusted to it, and grown from it. Change has been a constant thread in the story of the class of 2025. When you entered your senior year, it was clear things were going to be different. A new schedule, a shared community lunch, and major construction on your athletic fields. Some of the traditions you had anticipated for years were suddenly uncertain. Venues were different, routines were disrupted, and familiar structures, literal and figurative, were being rebuilt. At first, it was tough, and understandably so. Change rarely asks permission. It arrives unplanned, uninvited, and often unwanted. Change forces us to evaluate what kind of reaction we want to have. Will we resist change or reflect and grow? Will we step into change with excitement and enthusiasm for the possibilities that can occur, or will we steer clear from the uneasiness that often arrives with change? What sets this class apart, what defines the class of 2025, is not that you faced change, it's how you responded to it. Instead of resisting, you reached out. You sent thoughtful, respectful emails about adding more senior tables, not just to get your spot, but to create space for your peers. You began conversations about new traditions, not to replace the old, but to honor them by building something new. You didn't just change, you didn't just adapt, you innovated. You boosted attendance at senior sports signings, even when the fields you played on weren't the ones you grew accustomed to practicing on. You used community lunch as a time to bring people together for fundraisers, for connection, for celebration. You turned obstacles into opportunities. You made district-wide events more meaningful by your presence. Your work on Multicultural Night, the STEAM Expo, and Civics Fair helped this entire community see the richness of who you are and what we can create together. You expanded your willingness to serve your community by volunteering during countless community and school events. Your spirit wasn't just loud, it was refreshing and contagious. Through Spirit Club, new ideas for Spirit Week transpired, and you organized a pep rally that made everyone want to be included. You created a new senior week in June, starting with a yearbook party and a senior bead game, inviting your teachers to connect with you in a fun and spontaneous way during one of the most stressful times of the year, when everyone could use a laugh. You gave Powder Puff a fresh sense of pride and purpose. You created space for lawn games, community bonding, and included underclassmen in many of your new endeavors. Because you understand that being a senior means more than being at the top. It means leading by example. You taught us all that change isn't something to be feared. It's something to embrace and shape it you did, with compassion, with humor, with solutions, and new ideas. So as we send you off into the next chapter, whether it's college, career, service, or something entirely your own, take with you the lesson you've already mastered. Change is coming, always. You can't always choose it, but you can always choose how you meet it. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May your future be filled with purpose and passion. Thank you.
Please welcome Mr. Joseph DeBold, District Director of Guidance K-12, who will speak about the community service recognition.
Good evening, class of 2025 and distinguished guests. My name is Joseph DeBold, and I have the privilege of serving as the Director of Guidance for the Cornwall Central School District. Tonight, I am honored to recognize a group of students whose actions, quiet, consistent, and compassionate, have turned the impossible into possible. These are our Community Service Diploma Endorsement recipients from the class of 2025. But before I introduce them, I want to share a story, one that starts with a simple lemonade stand and ends with a powerful reminder of what one person can spark when compassion meets community. Earlier this year, my kids, aged 8 and 6, decided they wanted to run a lemonade stand, just for fun. But they also said, we'll give the money to charity. How could I say no to that? So I built them a little stand. They waited 100 years for the rain to stop. And finally, they set up shop at the end of our driveway. About an hour and a half in, my son came inside and proudly announced, "Okay, Dad, we're done." "How'd it go?" I asked. "Great," he said. "We made $82. "What were you selling besides lemonade?" He shrugged. "I think we sold 5 or 6 cups. We drank most of it." So now they were charging $1 a cup. So how did they make $82? Let's just say my generous neighbors, who in their generosity taught them nothing about how the real world works, tipped about 900%. By the way, I tasted the lemonade. Let's just say if tooth decay were a flavor, this would be it. But it wasn't about the taste. It was about the cause. One small act of compassion supported by a generous community, and that's where the magic happens. Just a few weeks ago, Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation celebrated its 25th anniversary. The organization funds pediatric cancer research and provides support for families battling the disease. But it all began with one little girl named Alexandra Scott, who at 4 years old set up a lemonade stand at the end of her driveway and donated the money to her hospital. Alex had been diagnosed with neuroblastoma before her first birthday. Doctors didn't expect her to survive past age 2 or even learn to walk, but she defied expectations. After a stem cell transplant, she told her dad that she wanted to raise money to help help doctors treat other kids the way they helped her. That first stand, she raised $2,000, and she gave every dollar to the pediatric cancer unit at her local hospital. Despite her illness, Alex continued her lemonade stand for 4 more years. Word spread. A local movement became a national one. People joined her, and in August of 2004, Alex's efforts had raised over $1 million. Shortly after that milestone, Alex Scott passed away at the age of 8 years old. Today, her foundation has raised over $300 million and has funded more than 1,500 research projects and clinical trials across the country. If you Google the foundation, you'll find a recent CBS News story filled with photos. Children who were once told their cancer was untreatable, now smiling and thriving because Alex chose to act. Alex's lemonade stand was symbolic of her stand in life, to help despite the odds. She turned the impossible into possible. And that's the heart of tonight's message. To the class of 2025, and especially to our 200-hour service students, you made the magic possible. You've proven that you don't have to be older or more experienced or wait for permission to make a difference. You just have to care and be willing to act. Here at Cornwall, we believe in challenging our students because we know what they're capable of, but we also know the secret ingredient behind that success, the community that surrounds them. The families, the friends, the teachers, the mentors, all of you here tonight. And when one person acts, when someone like Alex or like each of these students chooses to do something instead of nothing, others are inspired to do the same. That spark spreads. That's how movements are built. That's how change happens. That's how the impossible becomes possible. And this class has made the impossible possible again and again. This class took nearly double the amount of AP exams compared to 2021 with fewer students. They made it possible. This class had a football team with a 0.2% chance of winning the Section 9 championship, trailing 26-7 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left, and they won. They made it possible. This class of amazing performers were the first in New York State to run Harry Potter and the Cursed Child with a production that rivaled Broadway to sold-out standing ovation crowds. They made it possible. This class handled a brand new schedule that would make anyone's head spin. They also managed to eat lunch with all 1,000 of their peers at once and somehow kept the place clean. They tried their best. Just kidding, they really did a good job. When it came to community service, the class of 2024 held the record with 24 students earning the 200-hour endorsement, but this class shattered it. 33 students from the class of 2025 have earned this honor. Before I read their names, I want to bring you back to Alex. When she first set up that lemonade stand, she didn't wait for someone to tell her what to do. She simply did what she could, where she was, with what she had. And because of her and the community that rallied around her, thousands of children today have a chance at life. What started with one small act of kindness became a movement. And what you've started here through service, commitment, and compassion has already begun to light the way for others to follow. So tonight, as we celebrate these 33 students, we celebrate something more. We celebrate the power of action, the strength of community, and the undeniable truth that the impossible becomes possible when one person chooses to care and a community chooses to stand behind them. It is my honor to present everyone our community service endorsement recipients for the class of 2025. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. If everybody could please hold their applause, there's 33 of them, so bear with us. Karis Addison, Zianya Aguilar, Katie Alvarez, Jacob Carter, Sophia Collardi, Jack Demetrio, Yuki Dong, Milena Ellett, Gabriella Fazio, Emma Ferraro, Stella Galbraith, Andre Greco, Aislinn Hogan, Tyler Lane, Madeline Larkin, Joshua Meekins, Abigail Merrill, Ryan Mealy, Madeline News, Aiden O'Hara, Isabel O'Hara, Quentin Ojeda, Bryce Parker, Quinn Pekarski, Ava Rich, Emily Ruhan, Saray Stevenson, Maggie Sweeney, Gabrielle Toombs, Courtney Wolf, Andrew Wu, Gabrielle Yuboa, and Darren Zhang. Please join me in giving these special students a round of applause. Thank you. You guys may be seated. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Please welcome to the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Andrew Wu.
What did I just drop? It was a rock. Okay, I'm good. My hair is very messed up, but hello everybody, how are we this evening? If you might have been zoned out before, my name is Andrew Wu, and I have the pleasure of being the class of 2025 valedictorian for Cornwall Central High School. Now, that might sound impressive. I mean, sure, I can write an essay maybe at 2 in the morning, solve for X, do all of that. But aside from all that, before I try to sound like wise or philosophical, people kept on telling me to try to be funny. Guys, I got good grades. That's why I'm up here. But seriously though, I wouldn't be here without a few people, so let me just start there. First, I would like to thank my mom. Where is she? Mom, stand up. She has supported me through my entire journey. She was here for changing my diapers, my very irritating 6th grade Fortnite phase, and for making sure I had always enough pencils for my tests, which were too many. Now my sister's standing in the front, sitting in the front row. There she is, who graduated from Cornwall 10 years ago. I was still playing Angry Birds in 2015. She would always buy me study snacks that my mom wouldn't because they were too unhealthy. Sorry, Mom. But lastly, I would like to thank my dad. He couldn't be here tonight because he's sadly working abroad, but he's here? Oh, hi, Dad. but he's been one of my biggest inspirations in the research field ever since I was really young. Amy too, I guess, even though she's told me a lot of weird stories in the ER. But I'm genuinely thankful. Thank you guys. While on the topic of research, I looked up the generation with the shortest attention span. This isn't too good, but we have one similar to that of a goldfish, which is 8 seconds. But I personally think it might be around 6, 7. And yet, despite the attention span of a goldfish, we've managed to survive around 560 million seconds of life. I don't know how else to make that sound significant or meaningful, but that's about how old we are right now. And in those 560 million seconds, we've been through a lot. Our Boston trip in 8th grade was unfortunately canceled due to COVID-19. I'm still mad about that. And also, we argued over what food to get after school. I like Chipotle, but that's kind of far from here, so. But most importantly, during that time, we have grown. While it's hard to be all heartfelt in just a few minutes, think back to yourself in 2021. I don't want to think about that either, but we have changed so much in these past 4 years. And if there's one thing I want to tell everyone here, even you guys, do not live with regret. As cliche, corny, cringy as that sounds, live knowing that you are still learning, still becoming the best version you can become. There's never really a limit to anything, and to realize that sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith. That's a Spider-Man reference if anyone got that. But never forget what you've learned and who made an impact on you. Everyone. Anyone who has influenced you is giving you the knowledge and experience of their lifetime. It's their gift to you. 10 years from now, we will all set on our own paths, make life-changing decisions, and create our own stories to share with those that are in the position we stand here today. Carry your heart with pride and allow it to shape others. Make sure what you've lived becomes something others can build on. Friends, family, faculty, and staff, thank you for supporting all of us and me. Nevertheless, I don't know the difference still. Keep on going, class of 2025. As Bruce Lee said, be like water. Strive for more and keep on going and growing, although I've been 5'4" since freshman year. You will all do amazing things. At this moment, I'm sure you're all waiting to see who can shout the loudest as their kid walks across this stage. Don't worry, maybe just a few more speeches after me. Congrats, class of 2025.
Damn, it's all messed up. Andrew, what'd you do? Oh, and I'll find it real quick. Don't. I was here, and then there we go. I got it. We here. All right, let's go. The CCHS Concert Choir, directed by Mr. Ravinsky, will now perform 2 pieces, On My Way Home by Pentatonics, and From Now On, From the Greatest Showman by B. Pasick and J. Paul.
so human. The young survive, satisfied only if I could present. When the lights go down in the middle of the night, where will I run to? When the lights go down in the middle of the night, where will I hide? I'm on my way. 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 Lights go down. Where will I run to? Lights go down. Where will I hide? Lights go down. Where will I run to? Lights go down. Where will I hide? Lights go down. Bum, 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 bum. Where will I hide? I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
It is my pleasure to introduce Ava Rich, salutatorian of the class of 2025.
Wow, very excited to have a choral introduction. Thank you, Mr. Ravinsky. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. When I found out I was salutatorian, I knew this moment would be hard, not because of the speech itself, but because I wasn't sure I'd be able to hold back my tears while delivering it. But maybe that's fitting. Did you know that if you look at human tears under a microscope, they're not all the same? Tears of joy, tears of sadness, and tears caused by irritation all have different chemical compositions. Even though they fall the same way, carry the same salt, and come from the same eyes, their tiny structures tell different stories. In the last 4 years, I've shed every kind. Tears from frustration, from laughing too hard at my lunch table, from sadness, from overwhelming gratitude, and, as my classmates know all too well, from eye strain while trying to stay awake to finish an essay due at 11:59 p.m. Every single one of those tears reflects our experience here at CCHS. Over the past 4 years, my peers and I have lived through early mornings, late nights, terrifying firsts, and bittersweet lasts. Sitting here today as a high school graduate means we've all had to let go of something. Time, certainty, and the version of childhood we once knew. But what we've gained along the way, new passions, unbreakable friendships, and teachers who truly saw us, matters so much more. Our monkey bar calluses may have faded, but the memories we made in these halls will last forever, which coincidentally is the same amount of time it takes to get into this school at 7 o'clock in the morning. And yet, between the slow mornings and fast years, we discovered what high school really was. Not just a collection of grades, trophies, AP exams, football games, or proms, but a series of moments that made us feel something deep enough to cry. Sorry, guys. Moments that made the chemical makeup of our tears unique. To my mom and dad, thank you for everything. Your constant love and support have shaped who I am, and I hope I've made you proud. I'm sure you're thrilled that you'll never have to hear from the attendance office ever again. My bad. To my sister and brother, thank you for being my first friends and the people who never fail to make me laugh. I'm so lucky to have you. To my teachers, thank you for being more than educators. I would not be standing here without your guidance. I'm so grateful for everything you've taught me, both in and beyond the classroom. Last but certainly not least, to my fellow graduates. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a role model of mine, once said, "Whatever you choose to do, leave tracks." That means don't do it just for yourself. You will want to leave the world a little better for your having lived. So one day, whether it be 10 days from now or 10 years, strive to leave those tracks. But for now, leave tears, because they are proof that this mattered. As we leave this stage and step into whatever comes next, may the future bring us every kind of tear, because it means we're alive enough to feel, brave enough to try, and lucky enough to keep going. Thank you.
Please welcome at this time Mr. Jim Cregan, President of the Board of Education.
Thank you, Isaiah. Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, fellow Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, and most importantly, the 249 members of the graduating class of 2025. It's an honor to stand before you today, not only as a guest speaker, but as a proud graduate of the Cornwall Central High School myself. I walked across this stage in the waning years of the last century, back when cell phones were cutting edge and the internet made strange beeping noises and your mom would yell at you if you got on the computer and kicked her off the phone. You guys can ask somebody, they'll tell you. Things have changed, like this building behind me that didn't even exist when I was in high school. But the heart of this school, the spirit of the Dragons, remains the same. Today's a celebration. You've made it. Through the tests, the papers, the all-nighters, possibly 11:59, as Ava said. The heartbreaks, the wins, the losses, the plays, the lessons, the performances, you did it. And you did it under extremely difficult circumstances. Let's be honest, you didn't just survive high school. You came through a global pandemic that uprooted your lives as you began in this building. It took away routines, sports seasons, plays, concerts, performances, the moments where you shine, where you connect, where we come alive as a community. And as much as you may have missed classes or activities, I'll bet the thing you missed the most was connection, being together, laughing in the halls, whispering in class, sitting shoulder to shoulder with friends who just get you. That longing wasn't about school, it was about people. And that, Dragons, is what I hope you remember as you head into your next chapter. College is important. Careers are important. They're how you put food on the table, gas in the car, and a roof over your head. They'll bring purpose, structure, and hopefully even pride. But don't be fooled into thinking that those things are the end goal. They are a means to an end, a way to support what really matters. Because in the end, the most valuable things in life aren't things at all. It's the family that loves you unconditionally. It's the friends who stick by your side even when things get messy. It's the future spouse you'll lean on, the kids you'll raise, the community and the country that you'll pour yourself into. Those relationships, they are the stuff of life. They are where joy is born and where true happiness lives. They are life's greatest treasures, and you can't buy them. They're built with time, trust, forgiveness, and love. So yes, chase your dreams, push hard, aim high, get the degree, land the job, climb the ladder, but don't lose sight of the people walking beside you. Hold them close, invest in them, because long after the grades fade, long after the job changes, it will be those relationships that define your joy, your peace, and your legacy. Class of 2025, you are strong, you are resilient, you are dragons. The world is ready for your fire. Congratulations, we're all proud of you. Go make a life worth remembering. At this time, please welcome to the podium Dr. Terry Dade, Superintendent of Schools for the Cornwall Central School District.
Good evening, parents, relatives, teachers, staff, Board of Education members, and most importantly, our soon-to-be high school graduates. My sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your support and partnership to make today possible. While we are so very proud of the young men and women sitting in front of you this evening, we know that they did not get here on their own. They have been hugged, fed, praised, disciplined, supported, and loved by their parents and relatives since the day they were born. You now truly get to see and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Additionally, they have been surrounded by a rock star collection of talented and dedicated teachers, staff, and administrators who have provided them with an exceptional education that has prepared them for success in college, career, and life. Seniors, you have worked incredibly hard to reach this pivotal moment in your lives, and you deserve all of the recognition and celebration that comes with graduating high school. Even though times were very different as I graduated ages ago, I do still remember what it felt like to sit in your seats. The sense of pride, accomplishment, and bittersweet reflection that I felt then is probably the same that you are feeling right now. Years from now, you too will look back on your high school days with a smile and wax nostalgia with your family and friends. Until then, however, pause and truly savor this momentous occasion. It is really, really hard for me to believe that I met most of you 5 years ago when you were in 8th grade. At that time, you couldn't engage in a conversation without someone mentioning something like, "How will our students ever recover from this pandemic?" I never questioned your resilience, and look at you now. Despite all of the challenges and obstacles that life, school, and the pandemic threw at you over the past 5 years, you persevered and have emerged as one of, if not the, most successful class to graduate from Cornwall Central High School. Class of 2025, as you sit before us as CCHS students for the last time, I would like to leave you with just 7 little pieces of practical advice. These little nuggets served me well in college and beyond. Nugget number 1, call your parents. This will keep anxiety back here at home at a manageable level. 2, take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't ever forget the journey. Number 3, in a world where you can be just about anything that you can imagine, be a good person. Number 4, give mad respect to your parents. They graduated from high school without AI and most without Google. Number 5, remember when you were little and you'd fall on the trampoline and your friends would just keep on jumping so you couldn't get back up? That's what college and life feels like sometimes. All we ask is that you bounce back up and don't ever quit. Number 6, don't take criticism from anyone that you would never go to for advice. Can you hear me in the back? I still live by this rule to this day. The world is full of critics and haters, but if you allow yourself to be consumed by criticism, you will never reach your full potential. And I saved the very most important piece of advice for last. Number 7, just stop and look around, students, CCHS seniors. Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of pride and relief that they're experiencing right now. This is the perfect time for you to hit them up for some money. Congratulations, class of 2025. Continue to make us proud.
As we invite the graduates up to receive their diplomas, joining us on the stage will be Dr. Terry Dade, Mrs. Megan Argenio, Mrs. Catherine Wilhelm, and the members of the Board of Education. This year's senior class has voted for Mr. Hines and Mr. Wynn as their honored faculty to call each graduate forward.
Andrew Wu. Isaiah Reynoso. Karis Addison. Michael Aegis. Ziania Aguilar. Brandon Alvarez. Katie Alvarez. Christy Antoine. Nicholas Archangel. Angelica Arcega. Eliana Armstrong Scalero. Elizabeth Arante. Ava Rich. Maya Artrip. Aaliyah Ayala. Alejandro Ayala. Ryan Ayuso. John Bannon. Luke Bauer. Bryce Beal. John Bellini. Valora Bursick. Grace Blanco. Anya Blum. Marco Bolato. Haley Bonet. Simon Bowen. Christopher Boucher. Bianca Cabanilla. Jacob Carter. Hannah Castillo. Isabel Centena Herrera. Matthew Cerrone. Melanie Shavir. Leah Chrisman. Anna Corsiari. We have a tough crowd. Xavier Clavel. Daniel Cola. Cal Calandria. Sophia Collardi. Austin Colsant. Caroline Conklin. Cody Conklin. Isabella Corigliano. Chrysalyn Corrett. Kalea Cowan. Brianna Cruz. Cassidy Cubito.
Liana Curran. Mia Dawson. Liliana DeFelice. Serena Delgado. Isabella DiMaria. Jack Demetrio. Javon Desir. Fatima Diallo. Kevin Diamond. Emily Dillon. Joseph DiNasso. Davin Dixon.
Yuki Dong. Annalise Dreyer. Noah Droz. Nyla Droz. Noemi Dudman. Daniel Degnan. Kaya Dunn. Melina Ellett. Latoya Emily. Emily Encinas. Herschel Engineer. Ryan Fowler.
Wasim Fayad. Gabriella Fazio. Nicholas Ferdman Olivo. Emma Ferraro. Elizabeth Fiore. Cheryl Fonkem. Nathaniel Gadia. Stella Galbraith. Delivin Garita. Gianna Gazillo. Anthony Giametta. Jan Glasik.
Benjamin Golden. Vincent Galemis. Andre Greco. Annika Green. Christian Green. Micah Green. Riley Gress. Greta Grossman. Charlie Hannes. Griffin Harden. Anthony Herring. Chanel Harris.
Devin Hernandez. Victoria Hinchcliffe. Alasia Hodges. Joshua Horup. Aislinn Hogan. Kelly Hogan. Taylor Horaz. Ryan Hornstein. Sebastian Jaimes Medina. Leah John. Aiden Juman. Aislinn Kelly.
Carly Kirkland. Harrison Kirkpatrick. Justin Knapp. Naomi Knight. Ruth Knight. Ellen Kramer. Dorina Krasnicki. Andrew Cromer. Tyler Lane. Madeline Larkin. Madeline Lux. Samantha Lonnie.
Nevaeh Lerman. Chloe Lee. Tiernan Limperopoulos. Moshe Litvin. Elin Liu. Emma Liu. Brianna Lunt. Morgan Losker. Scott Lucenti. Kristen McKay. Megan Maffei. Dylan Maldonado.
Logan Malone. Anthony Mancini. Alyssa Monsanto. Bijan Maxutlu. Dylan Morero. Leah Martez. Michael Martinez. Aramis Mateo. Maria Maxon. Zachary McCormick. Michael McGovern. Joshua Meekins.
Rakeel Masuria. Abigail Merrill. Aiden Michelle. Melvin Mickle. Ryan Mealy. Anna Miller. Drew Miller. Marco Monti. Jaden Mata. Braden Murphy. Tyler Murphy. Ronan Murray.
Arnav Nair. Claire Nasu. Charlotte Nelson. Madeline News. Liliana Noto. Nicole Noto. Ethan O'Brien. Ryan O'Connor. Aiden O'Hara. Isabel O'Hara. Quentin Ojeda. Naziah Owens.
Joseph Panzica. Bryce Parker. Nathaniel Parsons. Luke Perry. Gabriel Phillips. Michaela Pierre. Moosley Pierre. Quinn Pekarski. Gavin Pinheiro. Fiona Pruitt. Adonis Puig. Kira Quimby.
Hamza Rajpura. Braden Raykov. Khalil Roden. Natalia Ricci. Lincoln Richardson. Abraham Rizzo. Emily Ruhan. Leah Rosado. Estrella Rosario Carrasco. Kristen Rosario. Audrey Ross. Finley Rourke.
Jaden Reluski. Nico Sanchez. Luis Santa Cruz. Jeremy Santana Castro. Sasha Shear. Nicholas Shevchenko. Andrew Schildwalker. Jakor Scott. Sophia Simo. Nyla Sepulveda. William Sheehan. Shinran Chen. Eli Shrem. Alexa Siegel. Caleb Smith. Christian Solino. Judy Sorzano. Mateo Soto. Olivia Souza. Saray Stevenson. Olivia Stuhl-Weisenberg. Maggie Sweeney.
Gabrielle Toombs. Aiden Travis. Zoe Travis. Ava Unsworth. Carter Valenino. Colby Van Dam. Christopher Vargo. Keaton Vinarchik. Olivia Weir. Kian Welsh. Jaden Went. Darren Wilkinson. Jordan Williams. Aaliyah Wilson. Justin Wilson. Stephen Wolchin. Courtney Wolf. Elise Wright. Gabriel Yaboa. Darren Zhang. Patrick Zerwinski. Catherine Zyla.
Got like 4 more minutes. This has been an amazing evening. I'd like to thank all of our distinguished guests for being here with us today. Members of the Board of Education, district and high school administration, faculty, and staff. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Moran, Mrs. Stewart, our buildings and grounds teams, as well as Mr. Danishvar and the IT team. Thank you to all of the people who worked so hard to plan today's ceremony, especially Mrs. Coyne and the high school clerical team. Our diligent guidance counselors who painstakingly checked names and degrees, Mr. Franza, Mr. Ravinsky, Mr. Hoover, and our talented musicians for sharing their beautiful gifts with us. our beloved security team for keeping us safe and organized, and last but not least, none of this would be possible without our meticulous and efficient senior class advisors, Mrs. Chyla and Mr. Ponsol. I'd like to welcome back to the podium Mr. Terry Dade. I would ask all members of the audience to please hold your applause until Dr. Dade confers the diplomas with moving of the tassel.
Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Education, it is my distinct honor to hereby certify and present to you the graduating class of Cornwall Central High School, class of 2025. As we conclude the presentation of the class of 2025, I ask that you stand together one final time and follow the age-old academic tradition of moving the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. With this simple action, you become graduates of Cornwall Central High School. Let me be the first to officially congratulate the class of 2025.